Hey, how you doing? Look at the spring weather. This is Good Friday. And we say this knowing that they're predicting snow on Easter Sunday. Ha ha ha, which is April Fool's. Ha 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 ha. And everything looks like it's going all right. I need to tilt this down just a hair. I have a job offer which I've accepted, so it'll be good to work full time and get benefits and everything. It's been quite a while since I've actually had to go get a job, so things are a little different. For the one thing, most things are done online these days. You know, all the applications, even giving your resume. You hardly ever give anybody a paper resume anymore, which is weird. I mean, some people still expect that and cover letters and all that, but for the most part, it's like, yeah, you just send us a PDF file, we'll contact you if we're interested. And it's a bit of a different job. It's still within the mass media industry, but it's not a photographer job, which is good because with my back issues, I was afraid that it would only be a matter of time of lifting heavy equipment all the time that I would be like, might throw my back out again and be taken out. So. And it's a very technical job, so it's very exciting that way. I'm very interested in that, and up for the challenge. And I'm not just saying that. And what I've been going through these past few months, my freelance gigs and working to survive on my own and build up my own stuff, is really giving me a lot of confidence that I haven't had before, and that was good because part of the issues I've had in the past with some people is that people like to do what's called gaslighting. They like to try and convince you that you're worth less than you are, and they do this because then they can take advantage of you. You know, either get you to work for them for less pay, or you know, like if. A good example of gaslighting would be if you're going to sell a car and the person trying to buy the car tells you, well, it's not worth what you want for it. It's a total piece of junk. You wouldn't get X out of it in the market. And you never know that until you try, you know. And usually when you try, you find out that the person was basically trying to get you to give them a really, really good deal. And there's a lot of people out there in this world who will try and get you to give them everything you have for nothing, if they can. You know, come work for me for peanuts, and because you know you're not going to get a better offer than this. Taking advantage of people's desperation, maybe, I don't know, desire to get something. So, and the term gaslighting comes from, I guess, a film that was made about a guy who was trying to convince his wife about something, that she was crazy, so that he could take advantage of her. I think eventually he wanted to murder her or something, or get her committed. He was trying to convince her that she was crazy and get her to give him everything he wanted, which was to get rid of her. And so to do that, he was changing the gas lights in their house. He was raising and lowering them and telling her, no, the lighting hasn't changed. No, I don't know what you're talking about. You're crazy. What, is there something wrong with you? What's with your mind? You know, that's gaslighting, and that's where the term comes from. I didn't know that until I looked it up. And there's a lot of people who do it. A lot of companies try and do it on a massive scale to their workers. You know, it's done in politics. Try and convince people they're not going to get anything better than this. So you're crazy if you try to do anything beyond this. You'll find out the hard way, and by then the deal will be over. And like, No. You know what? Take your deal and shove it where the sun don't shine. And you know what happens? People come back, well, I'm so sorry. We were negotiating. We didn't mean that, And then you start figuring out you're worth a lot more than you've been given credit for. That's what I've been figuring out about myself. And all you have to do is just take a little more confidence and have a little bit of, use your visualization skills. If you want something, go for it. One of the great examples of that is like all these companies, they expect people to have umpteen billion skills and this and that. The best skill you bring to the workplace is yourself. And most of all the other skills, it doesn't matter how much training you've had in life and everything else, most all the other skills you're going to get on the job, no matter what. And so you just have to have the one big skill, and that is to have confidence in yourself and your abilities to be able to do anything that you put your mind to. That's the biggest thing. And oftentimes that's what you project when you walk into an interview situation. They say, well, you don't have all the requirements here. And you're like, yeah, well, who does all that stuff? I bet you, even in your workplace, you don't even do all that stuff. You don't say that, but anyway, I got to get busy with the rest of my day. I got a lot of stuff to do today. Woohoo!